Hello everyone, Ksenia is here. Welcome to my card video series about creative use of partial die cutting technique. Today I am making a shaker card with pink and main fold front stamps and coordinating dies set. I link the key supplies in the description section down below. When it comes to stamping die cuts, I always die cut first and then stamp down an image. Later I will show you my way of precise stamping. But firstly, I am going to make a sandwich for partial die cutting of this hedgehog in a pumpkin. I am taping down the die to a card panel with a low tack tape to make sure it doesn't move when I run the sandwich through my big shot. To die cut the image partially, I squeeze only the upper part of the card panel between the pads. I run the sandwich through a big shot and look, here is the partial die cutting. Now I'm going to make a sandwich with a circle die to cut a window for the shaker. Again, I'm squeezing between the pads the upper part of the card panel. Sometimes the cut lines do not meet. I never pull the paper, but cut the corners through with a craft knife. Now I will show you my way to stamp an image accurately down to a die cut. I am using Misty stamping tool and start with stamping an image down to a scratch paper. Then I place a negative die cut around the stamped image and add the card panel with die cut to line it perfectly. I am using Memento black TUXEDO ink because it is alcohol marker friendly and I am going to color the image with Copic markers. And this is the result. I am a slow colorist and I skipped filming the coloring of this hedgehog, but I would like to know if you're interested in watching the coloring process. Please take a poll and tell me if you would like to see the coloring in future videos. Next I am going to blend inks on the shaker background. I am tracing with a pencil the window border and masking off the edges of the card base with post-it notes. I am blending two shades of distressed inks, Broken China and Peacock Feathers. These two shades will make the pumpkin stand out brightly. Prior to assembling my card, I stamped down the sentiment to the card panel. The sentiment comes from the same stamp set. I am stamping it in jet black Archival ink for crisp lines. I am adhering a square piece of acetate for my shaker window with multi-medium matte glue. I put a block of notes on top of it as a press and set it aside to dry. I am going to fill my shaker only with sequins. That's why I can use separate pieces of foam tape along the window line. Nothing will fall out. I add a piece of tape also behind the hedgehog because I don't want sequins to fall behind it. I am running along the edges of the foam tape with powder tool to prevent sequins from sticking to them. I am adding one leaf inside my shaker and gluing it to the background, as well as two sequins. To finish off the front panel, I am adding several pieces of fun foam, which is as thick as my foam tape. I am filling my shaker window with Simon Says Stamp Celosia sequins. It's a beautiful mix of flat and cupped sequins in various shades of orange color. Now I'm taking off the release paper from the foam tape and applying multimedia matte glue to fun foam pieces. I am taking the card base and pressing it down on the front panel. And flipping over the card. Now you can see how orange sequins stand out on the teal background. To finish off my card, I am gluing several leaves and sequins to the front panel. This is the episode 1 from the series about creative use of partial die cutting. Give me a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Would you like to see the next 2 episodes? Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I thank you so much for watching and wish you a great day.